Hello and welcome to the Million Dollar Message. This is your Fearless Friday message with Callie DeBuena Brigham, calling from beautiful Pensacola Beach, Florida. So jealous of our Emerald sisters. I know you guys are at seminar right now, the first ones to go. It's always exciting to be first, and we can't wait to get a little glimpse. Don't tell us everything, but we can't wait to get a little glimpse into everything that's going on. And next Friday will be day 0 for us rubies, and of course the diamonds are in between. So happy seminar beginning week, everybody, and happy Olympics too. I am sitting here in my office getting ready to go do my workout, and I have my Olympics tank top on. Actually, I just remembered, it's thanks to our very own Tiffany Stout. She got this for me. Goodness, how many years ago? I don't know. She knows I'm Olympic obsessed, and we'd even talked about going to Rio all those years ago. We had tossed that idea around, and then I really was making plans to go to Tokyo for 2020. I have a lot of family there. Of course, that didn't work out. So I'll be sitting in my house tonight watching the opening ceremonies. My Olympic tank top on. But I just love it. I love champions. I love people that push themselves. I love that there is a place for different kinds of people. And I've talked about that a lot, that Olympic athletes, all high level, I mean the highest level you can get, and they have different areas of strength and specialty. And they're not built the same way. They don't train the same way. They don't have a lot in common in their sport except for the dedication and devotion that it takes to get there, right? So I love that there is such diversity among the athletes. When you look, you can tell immediately who's a runner and who's a shot putter. You know what I mean? Okay, so on that note, I wanted to share with you 2 messages that I got from Braden's soccer coach. I think I've shared one before, but I am blown away by this new coach that he has. Now, this is his school team, so this coach just kind of does it volunteer and on the side. He has a son on the team. He also does work in ministry, and he also works in leadership training and development too, as you will be able to tell. So he is the new coach for the year, and there's definitely something different about him. He does message us. We use an app called Telegram. So he messages the parents and the students alike in this app. And, of course, he's going to share a few of their plays and what they're working on in practice physically. But he shares what he is pouring into these boys. And I thought it was so valuable that I wanted to pour in 2 of the thoughts for you. So basically what he's teaching them is that there are a couple of things that they are going to be focusing on together. And he says that there's 2 main points. The first one is to pursue excellence, and the second is relentless growth. And under the pursuit of excellence, he talks about being goal-directed, success-driven, and lifestyle disciplined. And that first part, I'm going to talk about what he says about being lifestyle disciplined. Listen to this. He's telling, I guess probably as young as 13 to 17 or 18-year-old boys this, or young men this. And I really want you to think about this as it applies to you. Probably you're listening and you're a female, probably a little bit older than that. Some of you have 13 to 18-year-olds. I know I have 2 of them, a boy and a girl. But how it applies to you personally and professionally in your Mary Kay. So here we go. He said, our message at practice yesterday is the final best practice for pursuing excellence. First, we must be goal-directed. Second, we must be success-driven. Lastly, we must pursue lifestyle disciplines. In order for us to achieve the relentless pursuit of excellent competitive success, the dark work, and that's what he calls the things that nobody sees, the things that are done in the dark. And again, you think about Olympic athletes getting up at dark 30 to get on the ice, right? Or they are, spending, I was watching something Simone was saying, I think, it's a full-time job competing, so 36 hours to 40 hours a week, training to compete for something that takes 3 minutes. Wow. and that we watch every 4 years, most of us. Okay, so that's called the dark work. The dark work for us is when you're sitting on your couch or you're in your car or you're at the ball field or whatever that looks like for you, and you're completing your IPAs or your bubble sheet, or, you're making those phone calls, you're doing those customer check-ins, you're setting up a sharing appointment, you're getting leads. That's the dark work. He said that must be a lifestyle discipline. That's also, I would say, health and wellness part of your life, or spiritual disciplines. He says you have to understand that it's not a program to complete or a class to pass or an event to attend. I like to say it that it's not checking boxes. A best practice for those who pursue excellence is that they have a lifestyle discipline. They continually look for ways to develop themselves and others. They know that mastery is not a destination, but a mindset. True excellence is not isolated to a particular task or project, but to the way in which one lives. Paul would write that I discipline my body and I make it my slave. True mastery, true excellence comes from being disciplined in life. Motivation can get you going. So think about those of you going to seminars. You're going to be motivated. But discipline must step in and take over. We said that last time that excellence is to do the right thing, the right way, every time. Well, discipline is the means of excellence. Life is hard, but we need to choose which hard we will discipline ourselves to pursue, because you will either pay the price of discipline or the price of regret. Today, start to create lifestyle disciplines that will cause you to pursue excellence. I ask the boys to choose one area over the next few days they want to be more disciplined in. Fathers, I asked your sons to ask you for help in one area of life they need to be more disciplined in. If your son doesn't come to you, please pursue them. Mothers, I ask you to join in with this discipline in the family, to support and encourage and lead by example. Whoa! Okay, I hear you, Coach. I hear you, Coach Donnie. All right, and then I want to finish with one of the ones under Relentless Growth. He says that there's focused processes, measured progress, and to target potential. I'm going to go with the last one. He says the final best practice of Relentless Growth for us as Knights, that's the team name, is to target potential. It's the mindset that comes when you see a gap. You think like a bridge builder. A bridge builder rarely observes gaps as obstacles, but opportunities. A bridge builder is looking for gaps, isn't he? The best leaders, when they see the gaps in performance, they see them as opportunities, not obstacles. When it comes to doing the dark work, the first step in targeting potential requires identifying the root of the issue, that root cause. The cause is rarely discernible from merely analysis. It will require some digging deep beneath the surface. Is it an issue with a process? If so, which process? Or are the correct processes in place, but execution is what's lacking? Oftentimes, the answers to our potential is unclear to us, but they may very well be obvious to those on your team or family. Those closest to a problem are often closest to its solution. While the end goal of targeting potential is to improve results, our improvement efforts also create an opportunity to help others grow. By displaying a bias for action, the desire to identify problems, finding the cause, closing the gaps, and putting mechanisms in place to prevent the problem from resurfacing, leaders model the desired behavior for others. Look at your life. Where are the gaps? What bridges do you need to start building? To get from where you are to where you want to be, you must not merely acknowledge the gap. You must attack it. See every potential as an opportunity. Build a circle of knights around you to identify problems and solutions, and be sure to create systems or habits to keep those gaps closed once they've been overcome. What is your greatest potential for growth? Target that and do the dark work. Go Knight. Oh my goodness. I mean, could you imagine learning this as a young teenager? If you weren't in Mary Kay, right? Of course, all the young teenagers learn this in Mary Kay if their moms are in Mary Kay. So I just want to encourage you today. Which one is it that really stood out to you? Is it about having lifestyle discipline? Put that in your heart and in your mind as you go to seminar. Say, I'm going to be motivated here, but discipline is what's going to keep me going. And I'd rather have the pain of that than the pain of regret, than to go back next year to seminar and be in the same place. Or is it targeting your potential? Is it looking at areas in your life and saying, okay, where's the gaps? I call that mind the gap. Where's the gap? And then let me be a bridge builder. Let me think, how can I to bridge that gap? so good. And then we do the dark work. And then at seminar, it is brought to the light. All right. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend. And go USA. Go Mary Kay and go USA. Bye, everybody.